Alright, so now we're going to be looking at Bombs Away. Bombs Away is a fairly simple level, but at the same time it's not super easy because of one thing here. So basically this boss is going to take 3 fully charged shots to kill, and I'll just get started. So the first shot here, what we're going to do is we're going to walk forward to activate the cutscene. When that cutscene activates, you're going to want to be holding B to start charging as soon as you go out the cutscene, and you're going to walk over to this grass patch here, and then once the plane gets in range, you're going to double jump and shoot him. So I'll just show you what that looks like here. So we walk forward to activate the cutscene. I'm holding B now so that we start charging our laser as soon as we get out of the cutscene. Walk over to this grass, double jump, fire. So that was the first shot. It's a pretty easy shot, and you really shouldn't be missing it. If you are, you really need to practice this level. But now is where the quick kill comes in. So normally you would have to wait for the plane to come down to kind of that level where he might like try and come and attack you so you can double jump and shoot him. However, when we're in first person mode and he's doing loops, he comes just low enough so that he gets in our range for a little bit so that we can actually fire at him when he's really high up from in first person mode. And so basically what we do is we're going to hold B once this cutscene where he first gets shot starts, do a 180, go into first person mode, and aim up. So I'll show you what that looks like here. So I'm holding B, I do a 180, I go into first person mode, I look up, and I put my cursor ahead of where the plane is. Don't try and follow the plane, that's just dumb. First person mode, it's inverted, the cursor is like accelerated movement. It's just bad. So just try and aim ahead of where the plane is with your charge shot, and then fire when he passes it. So now we've done the second shot, and that's the easier of the 2 shots. So basically the same exact thing is going to happen again. The plane is going to do a loop, and we're going to shoot him in the same spot. Now the second shot is a little bit harder because he's going to come around a lot quicker this time. So this is the shot that you really need to be practicing. Alright, so I'll make one quick note about the second first person shot here to try and make it just a little bit easier, because it is a little tough on how quick it is. At one point when he's doing the circle, he's going basically straight away from you, and he's not really having any horizontal movement, and that's where you want to be aiming and where you want to fire, because that's where he'll be straight in front of you for the longest time. So I'll kind of show it right here. Basically it's when he's in front of the tree here. So like right now, he's heading straight away from me, and there's very little horizontal movement. So you kind of want to aim at the trunk of the tree where he's going to be right here on this second shot, and that way, it'll give you the most time. It'll be more or less the closest spot that you can aim to, and he's going directly away, so you have the most time to fire. So it's right about there. Now notice how even though I fired at him, I missed, and well, I didn't really miss. It's because he was out of range. So make sure after the very first shot where you're double jumping to shoot him, when you're by this grass patch, so you're double jumping right here to shoot him, and then when you turn around, walk just a little bit to give you that little bit of extra range for that second shot there. And that'll just help to ensure that you can get that second shot more easy. I mean, it'll come with practice, but those are just a little couple tricks to make that shot just a little bit easier. I'll purposefully mess it up here to show you the backup. So we go like this. It's like, oh, whoops, I missed it. Now he's going to come around, just walk back, and then shoot him like that, and you can exit the level from here. So if you were to miss that last shot, you would do this backup where you just back up a little bit, he'll come at you, you double jump, and you shoot him. That only wastes a couple seconds if you miss the last shot. If you miss the first person shot, then you'll just kind of have to do the level however you do it. I mean, honestly, most people would reset at that point unless they they weren't going for super low times. But you don't want to miss the first shot. But if you miss that second shot, not a big deal. It costs like 3 seconds. Just walk backwards, double jump, and shoot him. So now I'm going to put it all together and show you guys what a proper run of this level looks like. Alright, so I'm walking forward, holding B to charge my shot, going over to this grass, double jump and shoot, turn around, aim up, shoot. And that is exactly what the level should look like. If you do want to save that tenth of a second, then when you're in that first person mode, aiming as left as possible so you can shoot him as soon as he gets in range. That's not a bad idea, although honestly I wouldn't risk it for a tenth of a second just because of the mechanics of this dumb first person mode. Like, this stupid cursor is like accelerated and just terrible to try and control. So, I mean, if you can just hit him, that's good. You'll know when he's in range because he'll get that box over him. But whatever you do, don't use the lock-on, because while there is no bullet travel time and your bullet will hit exactly what you're aiming at the second you fire the button, the lock-on doesn't really work. It aims behind the plane, as you can see there. It just doesn't catch up with the enemy. So don't use lock-on. You've got to free fire it. Just practice going to first-person mode and shooting him. That's really all this level is. And yeah, it's pretty simple. So that's bombs away.